All right, this is what it looks like after the pressure wash. All right, iron remover. And then we're gonna wash the car again with a clay mitt. Supposedly this car has a ceramic coating already on it. No clue on brand or how old it is or who did it. But it's gonna come off anyways once I start polishing. The paint feels pretty good.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Devin, and how are you?
This is who?
This is Devin. Well, this short call is regarding about your additional benefits. According to my record, you already have health insurance with the marketplace, right?
No. I don't know who you are.
So have you? This is Devin. I'm working with the marketplace. Your health insurance through the marketplace or through your job?
How do you spell your name?
This is Devin.
Can you spell it? How do you spell it? He hung up. That's why I don't answer phone calls. You know, but then I get excited because it'll say like 704. I'm like, oh, 704. You know, but of course, it's still it's still nothing. So, all right, this thing cleaned up really well from the light wash we did earlier. 113, 122, 93, 108. So this gadget is called a paint thickness gauge. It measures the distance between the top of the clear, 104, and down to the substrate, the metal. That's microns. 121. So there is variation across the panel. That's normal. All I'm doing with that tool is checking for, you know, anomalies in the measurements, right? Big ups, big downs. So typically, this entire car is measuring between 100 and 120 microns. That's OEM proper, you know, 2018 thickness. Now, newer cars, newer BMWs for that matter, are thinner, are measuring thinner, like in the high 90s, at least the cars that I've done. So as we know, OEM paint is preferred over any type of respray. And by measuring the paint, it gives me, you know, more comfort in understanding that, you know, I'm safe to do my normal process. Even though I'm gonna remove a tiny amount of clear, I have nothing to worry about because this car's never been touched. Now, the one caveat to that is the front and rear bumper. My little $200 gauge is not sophisticated enough to read plastic, so I'm flying blind on the bumpers. But that said, I can visually see that they are OEM paint. The orange peel matches. I don't see any trash in the paint. The color matches there. Everything looks fantastic on this car. Now, in regards to the paint condition, we're using these lights. And the fact that it's a fairly light blue. So, this is more heavily damaged than the sides, like the rear bumper. So that's just normal wash marks. Big lights on the wall. See, this side looks better than the other side. Well, I'm not sure. I need to figure this out. You know, certain areas definitely need a heavy cut. The other parts will get away with a single step. So I may just cut the difference with Lewis and, you know, and try to see if I can't single step, you know, the bulk of the car, and then just the handful of areas heavy cut that instead of, you know, two-stepping the entire thing. But I'm gonna do a test panel and, you know, focus on the worst area, mainly probably the back end or this door, and see what happens. You know, well, here I can show you. So this is the result of the single step polish. All right, so I'm using Eurofiber blended wool and 3D1. It's a great combo. So I think the plan is we're gonna single step the sides. We're gonna single step what I can, and then the more severe areas like the bumper, the roof, the hood, we'll two-step that, and we'll just split it. All right. The polishing is done. We're gonna wipe the whole car off with alcohol and get ready for coatings, or coating. So the final paint correction, I did a two-step correction on the bumpers, and it was mostly the bottom half of the doors. I blame that on just wash technique, maybe just a little lazier on the lower parts, maybe just bringing up a little dirt. But this thing was in good shape. I've seen much worse. It's a really good color though. I like this color. So this is a 2018 F80 M3. This is the fourth car I've done for this client. I have a prior video with Lewis's Secure Orange F80. That's probably, I don't know, 2 years old at this point. And then I did a video, Lewis also has the Brooklyn Gray G80 M3 I did last year. He still has that car. He picked this up as a daily driver. But we'll put Gyeon Mohs. I really like the install of this. I've been putting this on all of Lewis's cars, at least as of late. So the G80 M3 has this, his wife's 4Runner. This car, prior to that, I'd have to look at the videos, but I believe I was probably using Fine Lab. Next weekend's gonna be a little busy. We're gonna do Bora's Kia Telluride. That's a maintenance detail. I coated that a year ago. That should be a relatively quick turnaround. If that takes me more than 5 hours for that detail, I'm doing something wrong. So that car is coming Friday, and then Saturday, hopefully it'll get picked up, and then Saturday night, Adam's Bronco is coming. So it'll be my first time seeing a new Bronco, like up close, hands-on. It's dark green. Try to make a video of that. I think it'll look good. All right, here's a pretty big forgotten step on my part. Let's see if you can spot what's going on here. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. All right, so if you recall, I polished the back end with the rotary. What I forgot to do is, because I did it in different times, I forgot to refine this area. This is okay, this is an easy fix. Now's the time to catch it. So I'm just going to use the little 3-inch DA, and it's just this corner. Oh man, look at that. Proper look is supposed to be. All right, I figured it out. Figured out why, or a great use for this Viper chair, right? So because this is metal, I can take my scan grip. This is the little one. This is the Multi-Match R. This is the smallest one. And its magnet here, look at this. I can put it there, and then as long as I keep my legs out of the way, it'll give me great direct light. Instead, typically I would get my hand held and I'd be doing all this crap, but this thing is right there. That's perfect. And you can follow the light. Oh, that's nice. This is probably my favorite little light, this multi-match. It has a really strong battery. And this is on the lowest setting. You know, with all these inspection lights, it's not about the lumens. You don't need a ton of lumens out of it. It's really just that non-diffused, that bulb is what I keep staring at. Like anytime I'm inspecting the paint, it's not about having this bright light, because if anything, if the light's too bright, it just blows out the paint. You can't see anything. Now that the ceramic's on, I've been using so this is Car Pro Dark Side for a handful of months now. You know, it does go on pretty thick, and it is too glossy at first, but you put it on, you let it just absorb, and then you wipe off the excess, and it really tones down the gloss.